Alright, I'm going to start over. 30 seconds in and my camera went dead, so I'm just going to start from the beginning. Now, I've been trying to find a good camp fuel that works for everything. Something I can cook with, something I can run a lamp with, something that doesn't come in a metal or a compressed container, so when I'm done with it, I can just burn it or crumple it up or whatever. Usually, I'll have a little campfire in the evening, and morning, and for lunch, I'll cook on something else. So I tried to convert an El Cheapo dollar store hurricane lamp into a stove with very, very, very minor success. So, as you can see, I ripped the frame piece off. This isn't actually the tank is sets inside. This little piece here was part of the upper half, so I cut that off, cut the wires off. I riveted into the little burner control unit, which then fell apart, so I had to flip it over and spot weld it, which was a nightmare because it's so thin. But I got it all put back together. This is just a Betty Crocker warming tray, and it's actually only part of it. I cut the rest off. I bought this at the dollar store for $3. See? Oh, Betty Crocker. Turns out you can't put these on their side, especially when they're full of fuel. They leak like a son of a bitch. So I did that, and I took a couple of little pieces, and I just made a little stand. Tack welded on here. I tack welded on this rolled lip that has a piece of wire inside, you know, because there's a little more meat there. You can actually weld to it, and weld them on up there. And I left the little centerpiece here because my thoughts was, well, it might get really hot there, and that'll make a little heat shield. I'm going to try and light it, show you my success. Turns out, without the shade and stuff, it's really shitty. It won't burn right. Ouch. As you can see, or hopefully you can see, the wind is blowing that all over the place. The heat just won't stay in there. Maybe if I made a heat shield, and maybe if there was absolutely no wind, it would work a little better, but I'm calling that little conversion a bust. It was really difficult to do because the metal's so thin. If I did it with a good lamp, I probably wouldn't have that trouble, but as you can see, I can hold my hand right there. It is starting to get hot now, but then it goes away. It's garbage. So, it kind of looks cool, but it don't work. So, on to conversion number 2. This is my Elco's little stove. This is supposed to take this little spirit burner, and it does. I haven't destroyed this like I did the lamp, not that the lamp was much good to start with. And that just sets in there. Now, I suspect that this would also accept some of the other Coleman's and Woods burners. I think I haven't tried it yet. I want to. But anyway, there's that. I took this little. I should have took a picture of it first. But this is a little tiny saucepan. I don't know what, a dollar store. It was about this high. Had a little handle on it. Came with a little marinating brush. But I cut it about 3/4 of an inch off. I wasn't looking for height so much as diameter. So it's a nice snug fit in there. And I wanted to try this with hexamine fuel. For some reason, hexamine is really hard to find around my place. So I made up some solid fuel tablets here. I have these sawdust ones. And come out of there, you. Oops. And I have one that I made with a cotton ball. The cotton ball ones work way better. People online are saying otherwise, but I found the sawdust ones were really hard to burn. They burn about the same amount of time. This is just easier. So we're going to do a little burn test here. Show you how easy these light. Ouch. Watch it make a liar out of me. Of course it did. The last time I lit it, I was holding on to it when I lit it, so we'll do that. So that little baby's burning. Just going to try and reposition this camera. So all I did with this is I took this little muffin tray, I crammed the cotton ball in there, and I poured some paraffin wax over it. I don't even know if it's paraffin. It's leftover wax from my wife's scented tart burner thingamajiggers. Anyway, I got her to save a bunch for me, and that's why it's pink. So that's caught pretty good now. I'm going to go get some water because I forgot it, and see how long it takes to boil some water here. Okay, so that only took me like maybe 20 seconds to grab that water, and you can see how well that's lit. I got a cup of water there. Try and get a good view of it for you. Sorry about the shaky camera. Can't find my regular mount. So you can see it's I would say I'm getting about the same amount of flame as I did with the alcohol spirit burner when it's going full blast. I'm going to stick a cover on that, and we'll check it every little bit. Now keep in mind that this is happening outdoors. It's about 20 degrees, 22 degrees right now. A little bit of wind, so that's going to wick a lot of that heat out of there. $0.03 to boil a cup of water. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, our timing's perfect. It's just starting to get to a boil. So you can see the bubbles are just starting to break off the bottom now, so whatever the time is, I'll check the timer. I see the counter on here is 2 minutes and 33 seconds, so that's probably what it is, 2.5 minutes. We'll call it 2.5 minutes to boil a cup of water, and maybe you can do it faster with something else, but really, when you're out camping, are you really concerned about if you can get your cup of water boiled in 55 seconds or 2 minutes? No, I'm not. I'm there to relax and have fun, so hope you liked the video, and yeah, we'll see you next time.